To the brothers, and Shalom, Yahweh Shema Latham Ba'asham, Ba'asham Yahweh Shah to the sisters. This is ISUPK Kaleen Sabbath Service. La Yashala. Amayim, Wampanya Hakwadam. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'a, Ratazayaka, Haya, Aisha, Bayarataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Nathan, Salakia, Nathan Yanawa, Lakam, Call, Yawam, Wasalat Yanawa, Kabawaf Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawaf Yanawa, Wala'a, Taba'a Yanawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Hawasha'a Nawa, Mayan, Ra'a, Kaya, Laka, Hamalatwaf, Waha'ala, Waha'athapara, La'awalamyum Aman, in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. So be it. The prayer of the power, the Hakak. Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Baba Kushah, Nathan Salakia, Nathan Lanawa, Hakak, Lara Rapa, call Salakia, call Makala, Wakal Marawa, Hakak, La Tahar, Ha Matazara Ayam, Hakak, Lahakwayam, Hamathayam, Hakak, Al Rakawath, Hata Amala, Lagarishan, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, the water Aman, in the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. The blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah, Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai, Salakyo, Wamayak Allah, Wa Allah Alahayim, Matazaba Ya'ah, Awalap Yahana, Ha Awalapium, Ha Saranyum, Ha Quatazaya Anyum, Haka Ya'a Yalam, Waka Salakia, Waha Akwathian, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, the water Aman, in the English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the the troopers and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Ashad Ayanya, Al-Hariam, Al-Hahariam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Azariah, Ma'ayim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shama'ayim, Wa'atazara, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'a, Yanaawam, Wa'ala, Yashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyunka, Yahwa Ma'am, Hashamash La'a, Yaka Aka, Wayarak, Bal Ya'alia, Yahweh, Yashamarkai, Makal Ra'ah, Yashamar, Af Napashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'afka, Wabawaka, Ma'atha, Wa'id, Awalam. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Allah Hayam, Al Damai Laka, Al Thakarash, Wa Al Thashakwat, Al Kayahana, Awadika, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Alamaika, Yara'aya Yamawa, Sawada, Wayatha, Ya'ita Zawa, Al Tazapan Wayanka, Salakia, Al Tazapa Wayan Yaka, Amariwa, Lakawa, Wanak Ak Yadam, Magawaya, Wala'a Yazakar, Sha'am Yasha'ala, Iwija, Kaya, Nawa Atazawa, Laba, Salakia, Yaka Wa'aya, Al Yaka, Mawa'aba, Wahaga Aryam, Gabal, Wa'ai Amawan, Wa'ai Amalak, Palashath, I'm Yashabya, Tazawar, Ga'am Ashawar, Nalawa'a, Imam, Hayawa, Zarwa'ai, Labanya, Lawat, Salah, Aisha Laham, Ka Madayan, Ka Saya'a Sa'ara, Kaya Kai Abayan, Banakar, Kwayash, Wan, Nashamawada, Ba'ayan, Da'ira, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shaya, Athamwa, Nada, Ya'ab, Mawa'a, Kai Arab, Wa Kaza'aibia, Wa Kaza'aba'ak, Wa Ka Taza'a Ma Na'ai, Ka Nasayak, Salakia, Ka Nasayak Kamwa, Ashar, I'm a warrior. Nayarasha, Lanawa, Nawaath, Alahayim, Kaash, Tabaira, Yaira, Wa Kalaabia, Thalaat, Harayam, Khan, Tharat Salakia, Thara Dapama, Basa Salakia, Basa Waba Wabasa Wapathka, Tabaha Alayam, Mala'a, Panya Aham, Kwal Lawan, Waya Bakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Ya Bashawa, Waya Bahalawa, Aya'i, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Ibajwa, Wa'a Da'awa, Kaya Ata Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Ka Arataza. In the English, Psalm 83. Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb, yea, all their princes as Zabah and Zalmunna, who said, come, let us take to ourselves the houses of the power and possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. Yeshabium means to sit. All right, last week we left off at Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. That's where we'll be starting from. At this point, the Most High, Christ and the angels had just got done completing creating man, and and the Most High had, chose Adam, out of all the peoples that were created to give him the understanding, of the laws, and he had breathed the breath of life into him, which we know is the law, statutes, and commandments, and so we're gonna go ahead and get started. This is Genesis 2, verse 18 in the Hebrew. All right. Wayamar Yahweh Alahayim La'ah Tawab Hayawath Ha Adam Labadwa, Ayashah, La'ah, Azariah, Kanagadawa, verse 19. Wayatazar, Yahweh, Alahayim, Man, Adam, Salakia, Adam, Kal, Kayath, Hashada'a, Wayatha, Kal, Iwapa, Hashemayim, Yabaya, All, Ha'adam, see, La, Salakia, La, Ka, Awath, La, Salakia, La, Ra, La, Ra, Awath, Ma'ah, or Maha, Yaquara, Lawa, Wakal, Ashar, Yaquara, Lawa, Ha'adam, Napash, Haya, Hawa'a, Shamawa. Verse 20. Wayaquara, Ha'adam, Shamawath, Lakal, Habaha, Ma'ah, Wala, I wipe, Salakia, Wala, I wapa, Hashemayim, Walakal, Kayath, or Yath, see, Ha Sha'adah, Wala, Salakia, Wala Adam, La'ah, Mataza'ah, Azariah, Salakia, Ka Nagadawa, this is Genesis verse 20, chapter 2, verse 21. Waya Paul, Yahweh, Alahayim, Thara, Salakia, Thara Dama, All, Ha'adam, Waya Kwakha, Salakia, Waya Kwak, Salakia, Waya Kwakha, Akath, Mataza la I the Yawa Bashar Thakah Thana why Genesis 2 chapter verse 22 why ba why ba why ba why ba why ba why bar why bar Yahweh Alahayim Atha Hataza Hataza la I Hataza la I Ashar Laqua Laqua Man Ha'adam La Aisha La Asha wait La Aisha Waya Ba'a Waya Ba'a Waya Ba'a Waya Ba'a Al Ha'adam. Verse 23. Wayamar Ha'adam Za'a Za'arath Ha Ha Pa'ai Ha Pa'ayim I Taza I Tazama or I Tizem I Taza I Tizem I Tizem Ma I Taza Ma I Tizem Mabashar Mabashar Mabai Shara Mabai Shara La Laza'ath. Laza'ath. Yaiquara. Yaiquara. Aisha. Aya. Ma'ayasha. La La Qua La Qua La Qua La Quaath or Salakia. Za'ith. Salakia, Za'ith. Verse 24. I'll 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 call your eye your eyes your eyesaba your eyesaba Ayasha ya Ayasha Ata Baya Ayabwa wa I Wayata Wayata Ma Ama Amawa wa Wada Bakwa what Wada Bak Wad Wada Wada Bak Wadabak Wadabawak Ba Aisha Ba Aisha Tawa Ba Aisha Tawa. Okay. I'm going to read Genesis 18 to 24 in the English. Salakia. Salakia, Genesis chapter 2, verse 18 through 24 in the English. And the Lord God said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him and help meet for him. So after the Lord had created man, he had created all the animals. The Lord did not see a suitable helper for Adam to do the work that he needed to do in the animals that were created. So the Lord is making that observation, right? And he's saying that it's not good for man to do his work by himself, that he's going to need a helper, someone to help him to accomplish what the Lord would have him to do. Verse 19, and out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. So this is, what I'm saying, the same way how, you buy a pet and you give it a name, you know what I'm saying, whether it's a bird, a dog, a cat, this is the same thing. The Lord, you know what I'm saying, Salakia, the Most High through Christ and the angels formed these creatures, and they presented them to Adam, and Adam named them according to, you know, whatever came to his understanding when he saw them, right? And that's what their name was. Verse 20, and Adam gave names to all cattle and to the fowl of the air and to every beast of the field. But for Adam, there was not found a helpmeet for him. So even though Adam is naming all these animals, you know what I'm saying, according to however he, you know, what comes to his understanding, their attributes or what have you, out of everything that he named, there wasn't a suitable helper for him in the work that he had to do. Verse 21, and the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept, and he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. So a lot of times, and you know, in Christianity, this gets misinterpreted for surgery. That the Lord, you know what I mean, took Adam in the garden and, you know, cut, you know, and cut his side open and took out a rib. And from there, you know, a lot of that superstition and fables and mythology, you know, came out of that and lies in the Christian church. What this is talking about is the Lord creating with a culture for God's people. You know what I'm saying? Adam was the beginning of God's people. You know what I'm saying? That line, that lineage. And he created a custom to where we would choose from our own family, that we would choose our ribs or our women, our wives out of our own tribe. So when it says that, and the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, this is just saying that, you know, in Adam's natural mind, he would have went for something that was the opposite of him. You know, you hear that a lot in, you know, in current culture, or even, pre-culture of opposites attract. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, man, we as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, because of how we're treated and how we're dealt with, we want to choose the opposite of our people because we feel like that's coming up out of, you know, our situation, or, you know what I mean? You know, like Kanye said, you know, he get rich and he get him a white girl. You know what I'm saying? It's usually the inclination of our people by, you know what I mean, to go after the opposite of what we look like. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times they use terms like, oh, you know, exotic or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But here the Lord within Israel, within our, not Israel, Salakia, with Adam, he's creating the custom and the law that when we choose our wives, or, you know what I mean, or vice versa for sisters, when you choose your husband, that you choose out of your own tribe, right? So it said he took one of his ribs, right, and closed up the flesh instead thereof. That closed up the flesh means that it became a sealed custom, a sealed practice for us to choose our own sisters out of our own tribe. All right. Verse 22. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man made he a woman and brought her unto the man. Verse 23. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh, and she shall be called woman because she was taken out of man. And you know, what this is talking about is that, you know, because he chose a woman out of his tribe, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, they became husband and wife. It basically bound up the custom of us choosing our women, you know what I'm saying, our wives out of our own people. You know what I'm saying? This bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh, that's just, you know what I mean, slang for, you know, you're from my family. You know what I'm saying? And going forward, you know what I mean, our children, our children's children, all of our, you know what I mean, all of our generations after us, this is what we're going to do. While the other nations might go and mix together and, you know, and combine, you know, ethnicities and whatnot, we're going to stay within our family. Okay. Verse 24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. So, you know, as we teach in ISUPK, you know what I'm saying, sex is marriage. You know what I mean? Once you leave the protection of your mother and father and you have sex with the man, you become one flesh with him. it's not saying that your mother and father is not your family anymore, but now the authority has changed. Whereas your father and mother had the authority over your life, and were, you know, as far as like your guidance, how you know what I mean, your education, the culture that you grew up in. Now that authority and responsibility is being handed over to the husband, and he has the authority over you, and y'all become one body. Whereas, you know, all your efforts prior was for the benefit of your family, you know, that was created by your mother and father. Now you stepped out to create a new family with your husband, and all of your efforts and energy go into supporting that body. You understand? So, all right. Go ahead and move on to the next set of verses. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 25 in the Hebrew. Why ya Yahayim why Yahweh Salakia why Yahweh no Salakia why Yahweh why Yahweh Salakia Shania Shanayam Shanayahum Irama Irayamum Iraya Salakia Ira I Ira wa Mayum Ha'adam Wa'asha Wa'asha Wa'aisha Wa'aisha Wa'aishata Wa'aishatam La'a Yata Basha Sha'am no Salakia Yashath Basha Ba Yashath Basha Shayam or Shawa Salakia Ya Yashat Ya Yata Yo Yata Basha Sha'am. Verse 26. Waha Nakah Waha Nakasha Haya Ira McCall La'a. Wait, McCall. 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 Yeah, McCall. Ha Yatha. No, Kayath. Kayath. Hasha. Hashadah. Hashadaha. Hashadaha. Hashadah. Ashar. Aisha. Aisha. Yahweh. Alahayim. Wayamar. All. Hayashah. Apa. Kayol. Amar. Alahayim. La'ah. The. Call. Ta'aka. Wait. Ta'aka. Ta'aka. La. Ta'a. Ta'aka. No, Salaki. Ta'aka. Ta'akalam. Ta'akalam. McCall. I. Itaza. Itaza. Or Itaza. Ha. Hagan. This is Genesis 3. That was Genesis 3, chapter verse 1. This is verse 2. Wa. Wata. I. Wata. I. Wata. Wata. Ma. Watham. Wathamer. Athamar. Wa. Wata. Mayor. Wata Mayor. Ha'ai. Ha'ai. Ha. Asha. All. Ha. Nahash. No, Ha. Na. No, Ha. Nakash. Ha. Nakash. Ma. Mapa. Raya. Maparia. I. Itaza. I. Itazum. Itazum. Ha Haga Hagan. Atazam Hagan. Ba'a Ba'a Ka Ba'ako. Wa Waparia. Haitism. Haitism. Wait, ha I Itas. Hi Itaza. Ashar. Bayath. 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 Wa'ar. Bayath Wa'ar. Hagun. Bayath Yar Hagun. Amar. Alahayim. La'ah. Tha'ah. Tha Tha'aka. Tha'akala. Tha'akalam. Let's see. Ma. What? My Mabayam. Ma ma Mabai. No, Mabaiwa. Ma Mabaiwa. Mabaiwa. Wa Wa'ala. Wa'ala. Tha Tha Ga'ai. Tha Ga'ayam. Ba. Pa. Pa. Tha. Tama. Tama. Tha. Tama. The Wa. Tamatawa. Genesis chapter 3, verse 4. Wayamar. Hana, Hanakasha, Nakash. Wait, no, Hanakash. Wait, Nakash. Nakash. All Hayasha, La'a, Ma, Mawath. the the Ma, the Wa, the Mathawa, the Mathawa, the Mathawa. Genesis 3, verse 5. Ayah, Yada, Yadiah, Alahayim, Kaya, Bayawam, Akalakam, Akalakam, Akalayam, Ma, Ma, Mana, Manam, Manawam. Wait, Manam, Mana, Manawa, Manawa, Wa, Wa, Napa, Kwa, Manapa, Wa, Napa, Kwa, Manapa, Kwa, Manapa, Nakwa, Manapa, Kwa, no, Manapa, Nakwa, Nakwa, Manapa, Wa, Na, Pa, Ka, Ka, Wa, Manapaqua. Wait, Mana, Na, Pa, Manapa, Qua, Ka, Kahim, or Kam, Wanapakam. Good night. I Ayana, ya, Ayana, 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 ya, come. Wahaya, Wa, na, ya, Yatham. No, that's not right. Wahaya Yath Yath Yatha Yatham Yatham Wahaya Yatham Wahaya Yatham Call Alahayim or wait no call Alahayim Yadiah Tawab Wa'ira Genesis 3 verse 6 Watara Hayashah Kaya Tawab Ha Ata Itazah Ha Atazah La Lama Kala wait Lamako wait Lama Call Lama Call Lama Akol Wakaya Wahaya Hawaii Laaya Nayam Laaya Yanam Wanaka Wanakamada Wanakamada Laha Shakaya wait Lahasha Lahashakayam wait Lahashaka Lahasha call Wata Kwa wait Wata Kwa Wata Kwa Kach Wata Kwakach Mapa Raya Ma no with Salakia Mapara Ya wa Mapara Ya Maparia. Maparia. Wata 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 what the call? Wata you call? Wata call? Wata a call? Wata you call? Wata the what? Gam la asha la yasha I ima waya I waya I waya I call why you call? Genesis chapter 3 verse 7. Wathar Pakwa. All right. Salakia. Salakia. Wathar Pakwa. All right. Wathar Pakwaka. Nah. Wathar Pakwa. Wathar Pakwaka. Nah. Aya Naya. Shana Ya Hayam Nashana Shana Ya Hayam Wayada Iowa Kaya Aya Yara Ayarama, Ayaramayim, Ayam, Waya, the Waya, Waya, the Parum, Waya, the Parum, I, Ila, Ilaha, Ilah, the Naha, the Ina. Wait, hold on. The the Ina. Waya Sha. Laham, Ka, Kagara, Kagareth, Kagareth. Okay, Genesis chapter 3, verse 1 through 7 in the English. Wait, no, Salakia. See, I left off at 20. Salakia, Genesis 25. I must have read over Salakia. All right, starting at Genesis chapter 2, verse 25. And they were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed. Genesis chapter 3, verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtile than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. And we know, what I'm saying, that this serpent is not talking about an actual snake, the animal. You understand, the reptile. This is describing a person. The same way how, what I'm saying, women will call men who they feel like, who deal, if they deal with this man and he deals with other women, they'll call him a dog. If we have in our community, what I'm saying, if people, who go and do dirt with other people, what I'm saying, and they go and tell, when they get caught, we call them a rat, right? You know what I'm saying? Even in like boxing, we'll call a brother a dog if he got a lot of fight in him. You understand? Or in you know what I'm saying, in the environment, in the neighborhood, we call our brothers dogs because of the loyalty. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? So in our culture, it's commonplace for us to attribute the attributes of certain animals to human beings. And in this case, you know what I'm saying, uh this man is being referred to as a serpent because a snake is considered somebody that's, sneaky, or they move a certain kind of way, right? They move with intent to cause harm, but they not overt with it. They're not coming right at you. They're gonna come, you know what I'm saying? They don't come at you but around you. And that's what this man did. He didn't come to the man because he knew if he came to the man, you know what I'm saying, the man is gonna be perceptive. We always looking for the jokes. We always looking for like the game that's trying to get ran. But women, you know what I'm saying, like they more susceptible. That's why you know what I mean, the term is used naive. You know what I'm saying? Naive, nigh unto Eve. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like women are, you know what I'm saying, like, they're caught by what they hear. You understand? You ever seen like you ever seen a brother who who wasn't necessarily, like, you know what I'm saying, favorable to look upon, but he had him a bad females because of what he was. It's because of his game, what he was talking. Women like what they hear. You know what I'm saying? Men like what they see for the most part. So, this man was gaming Adam's wife. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So he was moving subtile, right? Now the serpent was more subtile than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made, And he said unto the woman, yea, hath God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden, right? So you might be saying to yourself, well, if this is a man, why is the Lord calling him a beast? Because the Lord refers to you know what I mean, his creation outside of the Israelites. Well, not even outside of the Israelites, because he referred to us as his sheep, but he refers to the rest of the nations as beasts. You know what I'm saying? Because why? Like a shepherd is concerned for his sheep. You know what I'm saying? But a shepherd will be on the lookout for beasts. You know what I'm saying? You can even take this as how he relates to, you know what I'm saying, Israel as he does to these other nations. You understand? You know what I mean? You prepare I want to say war, but you make yourself ready to deal with beasts, but you care for the sheep. You know what I'm saying? Like Christ told Peter, man, feed my sheep. You have a regard and a care for sheep. You know what I'm saying? With the beasts, it's not that you don't deal with them, but you just don't deal with them the same way. It's more of a intimate relationship dealing with the sheep, right? So you know what I mean, just because he's saying he was the most subtle beast, doesn't mean that he was an animal. You know what I'm saying? He just regards them as that. Okay. All right. And the snake asked her, shall you eat of every tree of the garden? Right. Because the garden, you know what I'm saying, is just talking about the location in what quote unquote they want to call the Middle East, you know what I'm saying, or the Fertile Crescent, where Israel, the garden is Israel. It's the land of Israel. It's where it was situated at. You understand? And surrounding that was other nations. You know what I'm saying? So the trees of the garden, it represents families, other families. You understand? You know, part of the milk that we drink is, you know, Amos, the chapter 3, right? And, you know, paraphrasing, you know what I'm saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, right? So these trees in this garden are family trees. These are other families, other nations, other ethnicities that surround God's family. Okay. So this serpent is coming to her saying, you know, who told you that you couldn't eat of the trees, right, of this garden? Who told you that you couldn't take on the customs and the cultures, you know what I'm saying, of these other nations? That's basically what's going on in this conversation. All right. But Christianity make you think it was some type of, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was growing up, there was a little cartoon, not a cartoon movie, called The Secret Garden. You know what I'm saying? Like my sisters used to watch that, man. It's not like that, like some fantasy. This was really just dealing with what we deal with every day. You know what I'm saying? When we get tempted with Christianity or Christmas or Easter, it's us as a family, right? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and we're surrounded by these other nations. And you know what I'm saying, whether it's like the Chinese New Year or, you know what I'm saying, the Chinese calendar, where you get tempted to go see, or am I born in the year of the rat or the tiger? Right. You start identifying with that, or if horoscopes and numerology or astrology, you know what I'm saying, or Greek mythology, or you know what I'm saying, or the basics, man, Mother's Day, Father's Day, you know what I'm saying, Valentine's Day. These are the trees of the other garden. These pagan customs came out of these other nations, and they, you know, we're surrounded by that, and we're getting tempted to participate in it by what? By buying our kids Easter eggs and Easter baskets and having them do Easter egg hunts, or buying a Christmas tree and putting in our house. That's eating from the trees of the other garden. That's what that's talking about. When the Lord already gave us a culture, that was the breath of life that he gave Adam. You know what I'm saying? That's what pertained to us. You know what I'm saying? All right, so like moving on, verse 2. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. Now, what does this mean, right? So there are certain things that the other nations have that you can do or, you know, consume that's not harmful to you, right? Like, for instance, right now, I mean, I don't go to Chinese restaurants no more. I only eat at a Chinese restaurant if it's Issachar in there cooking the food. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how Issachar get down. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's family, right? But so like that's what they produce. Like, they might produce a certain cuisine or something like that, but I can consume it if it's lawful unto me, right? But I can't take from them what's unlawful. You understand? So just trying to give a practical example, man. Some sisters go to the Africans to get their hair braided. You know what I'm saying? You're not committing a sin by doing that. But the way they braid hair is that come from them, though. And usually it end up leaving you bald headed. The way how tight they braid, they end up braiding your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So we can do business with these other nations. We can take certain things from them. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe like it's a certain way that they might do things that's advantageous to us per se. That's not unlawful that we can do, but that's different than taking on like their unlawful things, like serving other gods and so on and so forth. So when she's responding to the serpent, she's like, yeah, we can eat of the fruit of the trees of the gardens, like things that they produce. You know what I'm saying? Like say like, East Indians, I don't know, like I don't know, they produce curry, right? So I mean, Benjamin will make curry chicken or curry goat, right? But I don't know the origin of curry, but I know East Indians are famous for it, and they use it so much they stink. You know what I mean? It's part of their funk that's on their person or whatever like that, man. But us consuming what they produce as a nation is not unlawful. So when she's saying eat of the fruit of the garden or eat of the fruit of the trees, that's what she's talking about, right? But let's continue. Verse 3, but the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, you shall not eat of it, neither shall you touch it, lest ye die. Verse 4, and the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die, for God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and you shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And this is heavy, man, because it lets you know, man, that's why the scriptures say in Ecclesiastes that there's nothing new under the sun. You understand what I'm saying? Because the same thing that the serpent came at our sister with, you know what I'm saying, our foremother with, it's the same thing that's hitting our sisters right now. Whenever you hear boss chick, whenever you hear, you know what I'm saying, alpha woman, that the black woman is God, goddess, empress, all these things that a woman seeks to inflate her sense of identity or worth with, that goes beyond where the Lord put her at, because the Lord made the daughters of Zion princesses. They had a position. You know what I'm saying? Their position was to be a helpmeet. Their position was never to be God. Okay. The Lord had already said earlier that it wasn't good for man to be alone, that he needed a helpmeet. He needed somebody by him that was going to help him do what the Lord wanted him to do. But the serpent comes and tries to do what? Put it in Eve's head that she needs, that something's being kept from her. You know what I mean? The fear of missing out, FOMO. There's something being kept from her, a knowledge that will put her on a level, you know what I mean, as her husband or beyond her husband. You know what I'm saying? Or even really as God, right? And that's what's going on today. So ain't nothing really changed, man. You understand? The white man, you know what I'm saying, the oppressor, who is the deceiver, you know what I'm saying, on the earth, he's pushing out those same lies to our people today, right? And told her and said, the serpent said, and you shall not surely die. For God doth know in the day that you eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and you shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. Verse 6, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise. You know, it's heavy, man, because like, if you think about it, like that's like the serpent created Instagram. The oppressor made Instagram. And what did it say? That it was good for food and pleasant to the eyes. Usually what you see on Instagram is sisters posting what good, what they eating, right? Outfits, putting on different outfits, how they body look. You know what I'm saying? I'm 30 years old. I'm 40 years old. I still look like this. Self-care, self-love. You know what I'm saying? They like they equate their value and their worth to their appearance or what foods they're eating or going to desirable places like vacations and whatnot. And then other sisters see that and they envy that and they try to achieve that same thing, man. And it perpetuates itself. But the deceiver on the earth, man, he uses the same tools that was used in the garden, you know what I'm saying, to deceive Eve, to deceive our sisters right now today, man. You understand? That's why the Bible talks about Peter was talking about not being concerned with the outward adornment. You understand? But the inner man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like not to be concerned with the hair and jewelry and all this kind of stuff, but you should be concerned that your spirit person is humble and modest and is focused on helping your people. You know what I'm saying? That's focused on, you know what I'm saying? Being a helpmeet to your Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because when you give him rest, that allows him the strength to go back and do war against our oppressor and against our enemy. And to fight our enemy with the truth, because when he fight, his weapons are lies. Our weapons are the truth. You know what I'm saying? And if he comes home to peace, he goes out strengthened to be, to be able to make war against, our oppressor, man. And to help our people to come out of these lies, man, and to come into this truth, man. You understand? But if your focus is on your pleasure, that's why the scriptures say that she that lives in pleasure is dead while she lives. Because if you're seeking pleasure and you're not seeking, the profit of your Lord or the profit of your people, then you're living for yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's death. Salakia. Verse 6, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food and that it was pleasant to the eyes and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked. And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. You know what I'm saying? You'll see like those paintings by Leonardo da Vinci or Michelangelo or whatever these, those Italian artists or whatever, French artists or whatnot, and they'll paint pictures of a white or Caucasian appearing Adam and Eve, right? Those are the lies of the oppressor, man. You know what I'm saying? This is not talking about physical clothing. This is talking about culture and customs. You know what I'm saying? America, when you live in America, they do certain things, man. Like they say certain words like being patriotic, right? But there's nothing wrong with patriotism, but it's supposed to be for your own nation, for your own people. But when you're living amongst another people, there's a pressure for you to conform to how they do things. So like you see, like they have flags waving on their own, flags waving. You even see like politicians, especially after 9/11. Some of y'all might be younger, y'all don't remember it, but after 9/11, they would wear these lapels like on their suits. A lapel is like a button, and it had the American flag. It was to display loyalty. You understand? Like that we're with America. You understand? And once Adam and Eve dropped their culture and took on the culture of the nations that surrounded them, they felt naked. You know what I'm saying? And that's how a lot of our people feel. Like they feel like because they don't know who they are, they don't know their culture, or they've given it up for another culture. They have to conform and put on the fig leaves or the culture of the oppressor or the people that surround them, man. And that's what this is talking about right here, man. You understand? I won't go there right now, but in Exodus, when Moses went up to receive the commandments, Aaron built a golden calf, right? And they took all the gold that they took from the Egyptians, and they built a golden calf, and they said, we have to make ourselves a god to lead us out of the wilderness. Even though the Most High had destroyed their enemies and brought them through the Red Sea and was just had them in the wilderness, like getting them prepared for the next step. You know what I'm saying? Which is to establish the priesthood and to form the military and to form the infrastructure of them as a nation, right? But Moses wanted to get the law, and he was gone for a minute, and they were already, anxious and just undisciplined. And they went to Aaron and said, "Build us a golden calf, build us a god." And they made a god like from what they came up out of slavery with. You know what I'm saying? They had just left the gods of Egypt, and they recreated that, which was this golden calf, right? So when Moses and Joshua come back down the hill or the mountainside from receiving the law, Joshua was like, yo, it's war in the camp. You know what I'm saying? And Moses was like, nah, it ain't war in the camp. You know what I'm saying? It's the sound of like mirth. It was like partying and like a, you know what I'm saying? Like a party. And when Moses saw that the people was like, like they was having like, they was like, I want to say orgies and all that, but it was like a reveling, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? They was rejoicing over building this golden calf and partying to it. It said that Aaron had made the people naked. He had made them naked. So when you take on the culture of your oppressor, you strip yourself, man. You become naked before your enemies, man. You understand? You're exposed, because it's like what they say, like an Uncle Tom, or you know what I'm saying, or as Captain Kahan would say, an Uncle Tomahawk, or you know what I'm saying, or you know what I mean, a Kuna Matata, you know what I'm saying? No worries. You're going along to get along. You're not armed for war. You're not in warlike apparel. You're not putting on the spirit of the Lord you know what I'm saying, the Lord is a man of war, you're putting on the spirit of your oppressor. And the only thing you could be in the oppressor's kingdom is a slave. You know what I'm saying? You can't be nothing else but that. You're not going to ever rise to a position outside of destroying your own people. You understand? And that's what this is talking about right here, man. Verse 7, and the eyes of them were both open. They knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons, man. Trying to cover up, you know what I'm saying, their shame, which is that they had abandoned their own culture. All right. Let's see, do a time check. I think we can get another 7 verses in. All right. We had Genesis 3. Let's see. This is Genesis 3, verse 8 in the Hebrew. Wa Yashar Ma'ayim Atah Qual Yahweh Alahayim Matah Hala Matah Halar. No, Matah Halak Matah Halah Matah Halar Begun Lara wa Lara Waka Haya Wa'am Waya Ata Kabaya Haya Ha'adam Salakia Ha'adam Wa'ashita Wa'ashita Na Panaya Yahweh Na Panya Salakia Na Panya Yahweh Alahayim Bata Batawar I Tiza Hagun Hagun. All right, Genesis chapter 3, verse 9. Waya Kwara'a Yahweh Alahayim Allah Ha'adam Wayamar la'a, ayakaha. Genesis 3, verse 10. Wayamar, Atha, Quala, wait, Qua, Laka, Qua, no, Quala, Qualaar, Laar, Shamai Thaya, Shemaiatha, Begun, Baga, Bagawan, Wa'aya Call, or Kaya, Salakia. Ayarum, Aina, Kaya, Anakaya, Ayarum, Anakaya, Wa'aka, Wa'aka, Baya, Wa'akabaya. Genesis chapter 3, verse 11. Wa'ayamar, Ma, Haiga, Haiga Yada, Lakal, Kaya, Ayarum, Atha, Hai Hayam, or Hamam, Ha'ai, Haya Ataza, Hai Ataza, Ashar, Ha Ataz, Taza Waya, Taza Wata, Taza wa ya Yara, Taza wa ya Yar. Laba Lyathia. La ba latha, no. Laba Lathaya. A call. My manai wa a Aka Akalath. Genesis chapter 3, verse 12. Wayamar Ha'adam Hayasha, Ashar, Natha, Taha, I, Imadaya, Ha, Wa'a, Hawa'a, Hawa, Salakia, Hawa, Natha, Naha, Naha, Maya, Ma, Ha'itaz, Wa'ayakal, Salakia.
Me and my friend been trying to come here. We came here about several Saturdays. No one's here.
Sabbath service starts at 12. I'm actually doing right now. It starts at 12. It's 2 o'clock, and then we go to 10. Straight. And the soft food. It starts at 5. So that's keep it reaches. But
Twice in a row.
wow, okay.
Like at 11:45.
So we just started Sabbath service last Saturday. Just beginning, so we just started up. But what's your name, sis?
Brenda,
Brenda.
so did we just come next Saturday at 12?
Yes, that's well. I'll be here definitely. And this is what brothers here too as well.
And I see you have it.
We Monday class, right on Monday, they brotherly class, that could be various brothers. Wednesday is a law class. Thursday is a scripture breakdown, but it's taught out of the door, but we just kind of fit you within. But in mind, and Friday is a basketball. Yeah. Right now,
Following Geosis.
yeah,
A lot of years.
okay.
And I just needed to be more in, so just don't lie. I can ask questions. I
Yeah,
can
oh, yeah.
write some notes down.
I want to get you a car though. What's all good? Yeah. Yeah. So I get you a car to talk here.
Salaki, y'all. Salaki for the interruption. All right, I think we was at Genesis chapter 3, verse 13. Salakia, Wayamar, Yahweh, Alahayim, La Ashah, Maha, see, Za'ah, Zayath, Ayashath, Wata, Mayar, Ha, Ashah, Hayashah, Salakia, Hana, Hanaka, Hana, Nakash, Shaya, Naya, Wayakal. Genesis chapter 3, verse 14. Wayamar, Yahweh, Alahayim, Allah, Nakash, Ayah, Aisha, Ya, Aishayath, Aishayat, Salakia, Ashata, Zayath, Ira, Wara, Ira, Wara, Ata, Ata, McCall, Haba, Maha, Haba, no, Haba, Ma'a, Wama, Wamayakal, Hayath, Hashada, Hashada, wait, Hashada'a, all, G, Gakah, wait, Gakah, Na'ar, Gakah, Gakah, Na'ar, Thalar, the Thalar, pa, Pa'ar, Thiakal, call, Ya, Maya, ya ya'ar. Genesis 3, verse 15. Wa'aya ba'aya. I shayai. I shayayah. No. I shayath. Salakia. Bayai. Wait. Bayanar. Waba ya. Wabayawa. Ha'a shaha. No. Hi asha. Hi sha. Wabayawa. Za ra'ira. Wa baya wa zarai I ha zarai zarai zaraiya zaraiya ha wa ya sha wa para ya sha wa para Ra'aisha wa'ai thaha thasha wa pa washa washa the pa num or no no wa I qua Iquaba, verse 15. Genesis chapter 3. Verse 8 through 15. And they heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord amongst the trees of the garden. And the Lord God called unto Adam and said unto him, Where art thou? And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself. Verse 11, and he said, Who told thee that thou wast naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat? And the man, verse 12, and the man said, The woman whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. We know what that is. You know what I'm saying? Right there. You know what I'm saying? Not taking accountability, you know what I mean, for having authority over what the Lord gave you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The Lord gave the order. You know what I'm saying? Is Christ is the head of man, man is the head of the woman. So, you know what I'm saying? He trying to pass off he doing the blame game, right? And the Lord said unto the woman, What is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, The serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. Verse 14. And the Lord God said unto the serpent, Because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. And upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. And this is something else that Christian pastors, that that's why when you want to get the knowledge of God and the knowledge of the scriptures, you need to come to the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, man. You understand, under Commander General Yohana, man. You know what I mean? Established since 1969, man. Because this is the only place where you're going to get the understanding and the breakdowns of what is being taught here in the scriptures, man. The dark sayings, right? When it says right here, and above every beast of the field, and upon thy belly shall thou go, and dust shall thou eat all the days of thy life, right? So now let's just put this in practical terms, right? In current culture, when we say somebody is getting money, what does that mean? Right? We usually will say they're eating, right? Like I'm eating. It means I'm accumulating wealth, right? Now, if you're doing that in a way that's not legal, right? What do we say? Oh, I'm doing dirt, or he's doing dirt, right? So what the Lord is putting on this man, right? And putting in this man's spirit is that upon his belly he shall go, which means he's going to be driven by his hunger. He's going to be driven by his lust. You know what I'm saying? On his belly, he's going to go. It's like, scriptures talk about how, men serve the God of their bellies, right? Our oppressor, man, you know what I'm saying? He's only driven by the things of this world. He's not spiritual at all. You understand? He's only driven by what he can consume. And wherever he goes to go and set up shop, he does it by dirt. You know what I'm saying? He establishes his wealth on, like through the bloodshed of the Lord's people and even other nations. You know what I'm saying? So this was a marker that the Lord put on him, a curse for us to be able to recognize who this is in the earth today. You understand? So it says here that, the Lord God said to the serpent, because thou hast done this, because you went and deceived, my chosen family, my people, you will be cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. You're gonna be the worst, hated amongst all the nations on the planet. And we know that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, all these nations are the enemies of Israel. But even the other nations know that the so-called, oppressor is the worst of them all, man. He's done the most damage to the planet. He's done the most damage to all the nations on the earth, and he's done the most damage to so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. You understand? And his way of getting his belly satisfied is by doing harm, doing dirt against the Lord's people, man. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and stop right there. This is we're stopping here at Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. Let me read the next verse. Verse 15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed, and it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. You understand? And we'll get into that, next Sabbath service. So with that, I'm Ijam. All right. La Yashala. All right. Do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malawaka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Nathan Salakia, Nathan La Nawa, Lakum, Call, Yawam, Wasalak Lanawa, Kabawaf Yanawa, Kasalat Yanawa, Kabawaf Yanawa, Wala'ah, Tabaya'a Yanawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Hashad Salakia. Hawa Sha'ai Na'awa. Mayan, Ra'ah, Kaya, Laka, Hamalatwa, Waha Allah, Waha Thapa Ara, La'ai Walamyum, Aman. In the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it. The prayer of the power, the Hakak. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Baba Kushah, Nathan Lanawa, Hakak, Larapa'ah, Call Makala, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamatazarayim, Hakak, Laha Kwayum, Hamathayum, Hakak, Al Rakawa, Ha Tama'ala, Lagarashan, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. The prayer of the blessing in the Hebrew. Barakatah, Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Mayakal Allah, Wa Al Alahayim, Ma Taza Baya, Awalap Yahana, Ha Awalapyum, Ha Saranyum, Ha Quataza Ya'an Ya Salakia, Ha Quataza Ya'anyum, Ha Kaya Ya'alyum, Wa Ha Kato Salakia, Wa Ha Akwathian, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. In the English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Ashai, Salakia, Ashah, Ayanya, Al Haharium, Mahayan, Yabah, Azariah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'arataza, Al Yathan, Lamawat, Ragalka, All Yanawan, Salakia, All Yananawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Ya Yashan, Shamawar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarkai, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yamyanka, Yamawam, Ha Shamash, La'a, Ya Kaka, Wa Yarak, Ba La Ya Allah, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal, Ra'ah, Yashamar, Napashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'afka, Wabawaka, Ma'ata, Wa'ad, Awalam. In the English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al Damaya Salakia, Al Damaya Laka, Al Thakarash, Wa'al, Thashaquat, All, Kaya, Hana, Iwabuka, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Al-Imaka, Ya'ira, Ya'amwa, Sawada, Wayatha, Ya'itazawa, Al-Tazapa, Wayanka, Wayaka, Salakia, Amarwa, La Kawa, Wanak, Kaya Adam, Magaiwaya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwaija, Kaya, Nawa'itazawa, Laba, Yakaidwa, Ayalka, Bara, Yakarwatha, Halya, Dawam, Wa Yashamai, Al Yam, Ma'ibwa, Wahaigaram, Gabal, Wa Amawan, Wa Amalak, Pa Lasha, Aim Yashabya, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zawai, Labanya, Salakia, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aisha Laham, Ka Madayan, Kasaya Sarah, Ka Yabayan, Banakal, Kwayashwan, Nasha Madawa, Ba'ayan Da'ira, Hayawa, Daman, La'a Dama, Shayathamawa, Nada, Yab Mawa, Ka'arab, Wa Kazaibya, Wa Kazabak, Wa Ka Taza'al, Mana'ai, Ka Nasa'ai Yaka Amawa, Ashar, Amariwa, Nayaryasha, Lanawa, Nanawath, Na'awath, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shaya Thamawa, Kagalya, Kakwash, Lapanya, Ra Waka, Salakia, Ka'ash, Taba'ira Ya'ira, Wa Kala'aba'a, Ta Lahat, Harayam, Khan, Tharadatma, Basairaka, Wa Basa, Wapathga, Ta Bahalam, Mala'a, Panya Aham, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Waya, Ba Kwashawa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashawa, Waya, Bahalawa, Ai, Waya, Kaparwa, Waya, Ibijwa, Waya, Da'awa, Kaya, Ata, Shamka, Yahawa, Labaika, Al Yawan, Al Ka, Ha'arataza. Psalm 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have holpen the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb, yea, all their princes as Zabah and Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of power and possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone, Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. The curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction and death to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction and death to the heathens, and shake loose the pockets of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishments and destruction and death to the Edomites and the nations and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek, the synagogues and armies, the Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, the militia, the Ku Klux Klan, the Aryan Nation, skinheads, posse comitatus, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, Wall Street. Open up the internet, the airways, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift death to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your word throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the terrorists. Cause them to go to and fro through the earth and destroy. Cause the terrorists to come against America and destroy them in their strongholds. Let America shake at the hands of the terrorists. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and kill all the heathen that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread throughout the media, throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you always. So be it. With that, I'm going to give a courtesy salute to the Akim, men of Israel, Amad Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Brakathum. Sorry, we're going to face the sisters. Men of Israel, Amad Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Shemal Atam Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yazamatah, class dismissed.